Can you guys hear me now? Are you guys able to hear me now? All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to start shortly, guys. Give me a second. And bear with me here. Sorry, it's delayed. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see here. Huh? Am I live? Okay, here we go. Yep, I am live. Okay, cool. All right, so good news, guys. I am live, so if you have to go or if you're late, you can rewatch the replay. And we're gonna get started, guys. I am Vietnamese and I'm not good at speaking. I'll get to that, buddy. I'll get to that. I'm actually living in Vietnam right now. Had some tech issues, so I'm sorry we're delayed. Like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna answer all your questions. I would love to answer your questions. So to help me help you, you guys can jot down your questions and I'll go through some of my own. Not really my own questions, but maybe questions that you guys are thinking about. So give me a second to... And also, there's a PPT streaming on the YouTube Live as well. I don't know how to stream this here. Let's see. The quality is not going to be good, guys. Okay, I guess I can try. Okay. And let's see if we can do this. All right, so we're going to get started with my lecture lesson FAQ. It's better that you guys just ask your question in the chat so it can be addressed properly. Okay. And I don't know why my toolbar is always covering up something, so I can never see anything clearly. All right. So let's just look at this, guys. Okay. Let's look at this. And think about it this way. English may sound easy until you try to speak it, okay? So, I don't want to do that. There we go. All right. So, reading, listening, you're great. Speaking, suddenly you're lost. So let's talk about what's going wrong, okay? And what no teacher really tells you because they're stuck in their world of textbook teaching. So because they're stuck in textbook teaching, Emma, hello, Emma, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. All right, if you guys want to catch the live as well, and there is a membership giveaway. So there'll be 5 memberships given away. I don't know how it's going to work, but you guys can, spam the chat, type in the chat, ask your questions in the chat, and you could get one of those membership things. I think should be able to give away. I'll do that at the end. So let's go through our first point. So why can't I remember vocabulary? Okay, why am I not able to remember vocab? So what is happening is that your brain forgets boring, silent words. So it keeps the emotional and useful ones. So the reason why you're having a hard time remembering vocabulary is that it's just forgetting the boring crap that you're learning in school. So if you want to help yourself remember vocab, make the funny Make the word funny or personal. Say it in 5 different ways. Use it across different days. Learn words connected to your life. So you have to start putting pictures in place of the vocabulary that you wish to keep, wish to have as a keepsake. All right? So, oh gosh, did I do the announcement yet? Oh no, I did not. Uh-oh. There we go. I did not do an announcement. I did not do an announcement. Okay, I thought I announced my class. Okay, I did not. So, and let's do this as well. 1 second, guys. All right. So, does that make sense, guys? Any questions on how you can remember vocab? These are suggestions. These are not set in stone. These are methods that you could try. Methods that you could try, right? Methods that you could try to use to help yourself remember your basic English, right? So, let's keep going, guys. Unless there's questions based on what we're talking about. Because the reality, guys, is that sometimes when you're learning English, it can be difficult. So most learners aren't lazy. You're trying, but you're still forgetting the words. You still hesitate when you speak or you're sounding robotic. So then something's off, and it's not about having to study more. All right, it's about the way that your brain is interacting with English. It's that if that system is broken, no amount of flashcards or grammar drills are going to help. So this is not about rules. So what I'm going to be talking to you guys about is not about rules. It's about results. And I'm going to try to help guide you, and we're going to rebuild how your brain processes and stores and spits out English so it can finally stick. Not perfectly, but permanently, right? So hopefully in a permanent way, it's going to help. So J22, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we've already covered the first one, right? We've already talked about how you are in passive mode. So it's basically that you watch, you stroll, you listen, but nothing is sticking because you're not using everything to your advantage. So your brain is consuming English instead of producing it. So it feels like practice, but your brain's not being tested or challenged. All right, any questions, guys? Yes, we just started Epics. We just started. So think about this, guys. All right. So you binge your YouTube shorts, but you forget every sentence by dinner time. You understand, on the other hand, when reading, but you never say it when you're given your opinion. You listen to podcasts for hours, but you panic when someone says, "So what do you think?" Because it's simple. You guys don't know. You don't know how to think. You don't know what to say when they say, "What do you think?" All right. By the way, if you missed a little bit, you can click the live and spam it like crazy, guys. I'm looking for about 300 more watch hours. I'm looking for 50 more subscribers to reach the biggest milestone that most YouTubers want to reach. I do this passively. I don't think much about it, but hey, whatever. So, how can you fix this struggle? So, shout out loud, listen to natural speech, pause and repeat with the same emotion. So, you guys have to carry the same emotion. Think of it as an acting job. Think of it as if you're auditioning for a movie or a TV show. All right? And it's about mimicking. So pause and answer. Watch a video, pause after a question, answer as if someone is asking you. So if you're watching these English videos that are teaching you English, pause the video, answer it out loud. It may sound silly or not real, but it's going to be the most real way that you guys learn. Your brain only keeps what it's forced to use. So you have to stop hoarding input. Start activating it. Okay? Bingo, guys. Are we good? Any questions based on what I said? So everyone's going to say, well, how do I speak faster? Right? How do I speak faster? So why is it that your ability to speak faster is flawed? So you speak slower because you think word by word, and natives speak in phrases. So try like this. So learn whole phrases, not just words. Shadow with native speakers. Copy the rhythm. So I mean to hold the time, speak first, and fix the mistakes later. So, for example, let me see my notes here. So a thing that you might be doing is that your memory is basically wasting energy. So you're overstudying with no context, and your surface level is repetition. You keep forgetting the words because your brain doesn't remember disconnected information. It remembers the emotion, the relevance, the usefulness. So write a word 10 times without using it in real life. It will just die and stay in your notebook. So you study, recommend it, suggest it, advise, but you still say, I say you to go. You make flashcards for business words. Then you forget all of them at your interview. You write the word convenient in your notes, but you can't use it in a sentence when talking about food delivery. Learn fewer words, use them more. 3 new words, use each one 10 times in a real conversation. Doesn't matter how weird or emotional it is, but that's the bottom line, okay? So that's what you gotta do. All right, I recommended pineapple pizza to my grandpa. He hasn't talked to me since. So cut scenes or stories. Advise. My boss advised me to not yell YOLO during the meetings. Link words to real situations. All right, I think one second, guys. Any questions, guys, thus far? Any questions? The more questions you ask, the more helpful I can be for you guys. All right, because that's what I want to do. I want to be helpful. I want to help you guys out in the best way possible. Okay, so let me talk about this, guys. Want to see. So let's see here. Look at my notes. If there's any questions, let me know. The more you ask, speak first, fix later. Think about it. Think about it, J22. If you're wasting time trying to come up with with what you're trying to convey, why would you waste 10 minutes coming up with the perfect sentence when the person you're talking to isn't going to care? They're not looking for the perfect sentence for you to come up with. They're looking at just having a conversation, right? So does that make sense of what I'm saying? So don't spend time thinking about what it is that you're going to say. So let me look into this here. I want to talk to you about this. So, okay. So another question that's asked. I'm kind of all over the place. I misplaced I was reading off my wrong notes, so forgive me. But the first question that I think is commonly asked is why can't I remember vocab? We've gone through this. So ways that you can do it: say it out loud, say it in a question, teach someone else the word, record yourself using it. All right. These are ways that you can do this, guys. You can try the 5 method here, right here, guys. It's something you can do for speaking, right? Okay. Let me speak faster. Okay. So just an idea, okay? So let's see here. Okay. All right. So on to the second question, guys. So how do I speak faster? So one more time, it's about phrases, not just words, right? Copy the rhythm. So you don't need to speak like Eminem or someone who's doing an auctioneer. You're not an auctioneer speaker, right? You don't need to do that. All right. That's the ugly truth. Nobody cares. All right. Nobody gives a crap about that. So you just need to get the phrases down. I want to go to the store, but if you know how native speakers speak, it's I want to go to the store, right? Don't take what I'm saying literally, but just understand that it's the rhythm, the tone, the articulation, the flow that you guys are speaking, okay? So learn them quickly. So learn English plus quickly. So instead of saying learn English quickly, so it's not learn English quickly, but learn English quickly as one phrase. Okay? Start memorizing, not memorizing, start speaking in phrases. If you're speaking in phrases, it's going to help you at the end of the day, okay? Phrases will lead you to the good English path, all right? I feel like you simply just say, hey, can you repeat what you said, or can you explain that? If you don't know what the topic. So I was to talk with a native speaker. Sometimes I'm missing out the context or don't know what the topic because I'm missing some word that I haven't understand. How do I figure it out, or at least follow conversation flawlessly? Well, if you're in real time, that's going to be a toughie because they're not going to pause like a video. But to get better, start watching videos that you can actually rewind and play back. And that's how you're going to get better at understanding everything that's being said. Okay? One more time, guys. I think I've already explained it. So you don't need to fix this while you're speaking. Just slow down because you're going to edit it with, you're going to be editing what you're saying. You're going to be remapping what you're saying in real time. Don't stop in mid-sentence and then try to reformat what it is you want to say. So moving on to the main, another main question, guys, is how do I sound more natural? So a lot of students learn and think correctly. It's natural, but it's not true. I've explained this before, so I'm not going to go into far detail. And by the way, I have a channel, a YouTube channel. Scroll up and you guys can see, I think, no, I did not copy that. Hold on, let me copy the link again. Because if you guys do have to leave, you guys can watch the stream again if you need it to. rewind it. Those who are coming in late, you guys can actually rewind the stream and you guys can rewatch the beginning, well, after maybe 5 minutes or so. So anyways, so sounding more natural, very easy. What's happening is that you're sounding like a robot, you're sounding stiff, you're sounding like you're only taking it from textbook English. So using casual phrases, not really, that's awesome. Add reaction sounds, wow, no way, that's cool. Show expressions with your face, your voice, the way you sound, the way you act, your body language. It's all going to be part of speaking. All right, that's all part of speaking, right? So hopefully that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Okay, let's keep going. So act it out, mimic the people. You guys got this, okay? I'm going to move on to the next question here. Is how can I stop being nervous? That is one I hear all the time. Teacher, I'm nervous to speak. I don't know what to say. I'm afraid, blah, 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 blah. That is something that is commonly done. It's very common. You guys are all nervous, right? Nervous, don't know how to say, don't know how to act, etc., right? I'm nervous. How do I fix this, right? So you treat English like a test. You're afraid of being wrong. Focus on connection, not perfection. Say rescue phrases. Let me try again. How do you say? Practice speaking alone with no pressure. Use the 3-second rule. Just say something. Okay? If there are any questions, please let me know. Any comments, drop them in the YouTube live. That's fine too. Anything you guys prefer or want, okay? Also, if you stay till the end, I will do a drawing on the YouTube Live. If you're not in the YouTube Live, you will not be able to get the membership. That leads nowhere. It just makes you feel powerful. You get a fancy color by your name. So if you're not in the YouTube Live, you will not be eligible. It will not give you a membership. Also, for gifts, you have to make sure that on your account that you accept gifts or whatever, that you have it should be automatically checked, but if not, I don't know how to do it, but you got to go through your settings and say accept gifts, okay? Okay, I think we're good on nervous. Any questions about being nervous? Who is nervous to speak English? Who has that nervous feeling, guys? Who is afraid of speaking English? All right. Start making goal connections. Start with low pressure speaking. Like I said to yourself, yeah, it happens. Legalize nuclear bombs. That's a weird name. Okay. All right. I think, are you a troll? Why do you have a stupid name like that? Why? I don't find it funny. You must be a kid, right? Maybe 13, 14. That's my guess. If you're a grown-ass adult, you're going to have to work on your humor. But I don't see anything funny about it. I don't know the punchline. But you must be, what, 13? You must be 13, 14. So I can understand if it's coming from a kid. So that's a good question. So we're just talking about being confident, Bunty. Thank you for your question. So a way that you can start to build and develop more confidence is that you start to just connect with yourself and connect to inanimate objects, right? So you talk to your dog, talk to your cat, talk to your door, the mirror, a recorder, whatever, a plant, a fish. And the more you start talking amongst yourself, the more confident you'll start to feel. So imagine that you're putting yourself on a podcast, right? So I mean, yeah, so that's what I would say. Let's see here. So anyways, any questions based on that? I know, Mantia, it's kind of a quick answer, but that's the best advice I can give. You start small and then you grow bigger, okay? That's what you do. Start small, grow bigger. I have a lot of confidence videos. I think I do. I have a few learning videos about being confident, how you can get better. All right. Now, here's something I'm asked a lot. Should I use slang or not? Should I use slang or not? All right. Should I? Slang is cool, but it's not required. It's kind of like adding a topping on food like salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder. Like, do you need to use it, right? Like, not really, right? Not really. So, it's not fluency, it's just extra flavor. So it's not the main ingredient. So you can shortcut words, gonna, wanna, kinda, shoulda, whatever. Like you can shortcut a lot of things, but don't use phrases that you've just heard from a show. All right? So you need to read the room. Read the room when it comes to using slang or idioms or what have you. All right? Bunty, that's where you have to practice yourself or practice with close friends or with family. Honestly, if the audience is bored, they can leave. They know where the door is. That's how confident I am. I mean, I'm not the best speaker ever. I'm not the best teacher ever. But I know who I am. I know what I do, and I know what I'm going to do for you guys. So I'm not afraid of being judged. They can judge me all they want, but they can F off. That's what it is at the end of the day, Bunty. If they're going to judge you, then they can F off. Right? I would say the 4-letter word, but I'm live on YouTube, so I don't want to say that. But you get what I'm saying. So they got a problem, they know where the door is. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Don't give a crap. So Bunty, that's the ugly truth. You're so stuck. Thank you, Bunty. I appreciate it. If this is not a bad thing, Bunty, what I'm about to say. If it comes off wrong, I apologize, but it shouldn't. Okay? So if you're so stuck on being a perfectionist with your speaking ability, then you're gonna stay stuck in traffic. You're never gonna get out of traffic. You're gonna be stuck there for life. All right? You're gonna be stuck, and you're not gonna be able to get out of it because you're afraid to go a little bit faster. You're afraid to merge. You're about to get off the exit of the freeway, but there's so many cars in the right lane, you can't get through. But you have to go off that exit, or you're going to drive 20 more minutes before you have to make a U-turn. But if you end up being stuck in traffic and you don't have the guts to move into that lane, then you're going to be SOL. You're going to be shit out of luck, right? So that's on you, Bunty. You need to add your own spiel to it. Stop taking words from textbooks and just make the presentation your own. Are you a kid? Are you a student at a university? Are you a worker that does PowerPoint presentations for their workers? Or I don't know what you are, Bunty. If you're a kid, it might, it comes at the cost of being a kid. I never liked speaking in public. I got nervous. I was judged. I let it get to me. So I can't, I don't know. Does that answer, Bunty? Oh, you're 18. You're not a kid. Okay, so you're not a kid. You're old enough to take off your panties. All right? Time to put on your big boy pants, dude. All right, you're 18. Get over it. No, you're not a kid. You're a grown-ass man. 18, you're a grown-ass adult. Take off the panties Put on your big boy pants, okay? Get out of your trousers, your training pants. You don't need them anymore. Yeah, and you're absolutely right, yeah. The ugly truth, Mark, is that you're gonna use them regardless. You're gonna use them whether you like them or not. Even native speakers. No, you're not. It's because your mom and dad are holding your hand and wiping your ass. All right? Stop allowing your parents to wipe your ass. You have to learn to wipe your own ass. All right. I mean that in the most respectful way, guys, okay? All right? Because you do have to. Okay. I'm just trying to find a way to like get through your head. I'm like, oh guys, it's okay. Let your mommy pat you on the head. There. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, you're always going. I'm a 42-year-old man, right? I'm still called a kid. All right, I'm 42 years old, and I still get called a kid. Well, also I teach kids, so I have to act like a kid, and I don't care. So, I don't want to skip that question. Okay, so Mark, as I was saying, did you hear my answer, Mark? Oh, you did, Mark. The ugly truth is we're all going to use filler words whether we like them or not. Just don't use them consistently each time when you're trying to think of something. As you can see, as the way I'm speaking in a flow and continuing to speak as I'm also gathering the thoughts of what I'm going to be saying next. For example, I'm thinking about what the next slide is going to be. So what is the next slide? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. You can book a class with me and I'll help you out. You can use English Hub, the pronunciation channel, the proofreading channel, the English question channel, tons of channels on the Discord Hub. I mean, maybe Duolingo, maybe your AIs you can talk to the native fluent speakers here. You can try that as well. But yeah, I think we're on the next one, guys. All right, so, okay, I think this is kind of, before I move on to the next slide, are there any questions based on what I've said? Zechariah, hello. Sorry for the missed message. I hope you're still here. Okay. What really sucks, guys, I can see this, is I got 68 views, but you guys lasted 1 minute on the live, or whoever's coming in. So you guys lasted 1 minute. The average was 1 minute watching the stream. It's going to hurt my channel more than help it, right? Sure. All right. So last point, guys. What's the best way to practice alone? Waiting for the partner, no progress. You can build fluency by yourself. Okay. Build it by yourself. Try. Again, I'm being repetitive. It is what it is. What's the science behind power poses before speaking? I don't know what power poses are. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. You're going to have to be more specific. You're going to have to explain to me what a quote power pose is. I've explained this already. So, in a mirror for 3 minutes, pick any topic, or try 2 minutes. Try 1 minute. Try that. Just try talking for a minute about any topic. Pause and explain the scene. Record 1 minute voice notes every day. I think that is it for that slide. All right. I want to know, are there any questions? All right. Any questions based on what I have discussed? The more questions, like hand gestures, they work if they flow with what you're saying, you know. So it depends, but you have to have the body gestures with the with what you're speaking about, okay? All right. So as I was saying, ways to practice alone, take a movie, take a scene, explain the scene out loud, talk and teach somebody about that scene. Explain them. Explain them the plot to freaking Squid Games. You know, I don't know, whatever it is you do. All right. So let's conclude, guys. I have others, but I'm not going to go into more detail. I was done with 6 points. That's what I'm sticking with. So you guys can go back and watch the stream. Put a timestamp somebody when I start. Put a timestamp when I stop, so they don't waste their time listening to me ramble. It is 1 p.m. my time. I'm going to have lunch and I'm going to go swimming. My homework for you guys, please watch the English videos. If I think when you say body poses, I think it's referring, who old are you? I already told you I'm 42. Asking an age question is not funny. That's kind of personal and not respectful. Yeah. I just have the gray hair because the kids I teach make me crazy. Let's see, guys. Concluding thoughts, all right. So fluency is not magic. It's repetition with emotion. You have to stop waiting to feel confident. Practice in ways that matter to you. Real memory needs emotion, not flashcards. If you can take those, sure, do it. To be or not to be? That is thy question. Or whatever, right? I don't know. I mean, I would say, like, to pretty much, you know, to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing in them to die to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is here to tis its consuming. I can't say that word. Anyways, devoutly to be wished, to die to sleep perchance to dream I. There's the rub. For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off the mortion coiled, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calm. I'm not reading all that, but you get the point. All right. No, it's nowhere good. No. If I was an actor, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm stuck teaching this. All right. No Robert Downey Jr. Not Tom Cruise. I'm not doing my own stunts. And I'm not a Scientologist nut. Yeah. Anyways. Brad Pitt, no. I'm more like an extra actor on the side. Like, I'm a background character. That's what I am. All right, guys. Any more questions? Oh, by the way, if you go into I'm going to show you guys my screen now. I'm going to go into the channel now so you guys can see me giving away membership. If you want a membership to my channel and see if I add a video, I'll make you guys a deal. All right, I'll make you guys a deal. For this month, when I add videos to my channel, members will get first dibs of the video. So I will have an update time to load the video, But members will get first dibs, okay? First dibs. You guys will get first dibs. Let me show you what I'm going to do now. All right. So you guys can see. And guys are voting. That's great too. Only 4 votes maybe? Oh, 6 votes. 6 votes. That's great. All right. Let me show you guys my screen. And I will show you. Let me show you my screen. Here we go. So I don't know if you guys can see it. All right. I'm going to show you guys something I can do. Can you guys see that? All right, you guys see this, right? If you go to the YouTube channel right now, I have no idea who's going to win. I have no idea if you'll get a membership. I have no idea if others will get a membership. It all will vary. So you guys have 5 seconds to get into the stream right now. 5. And maybe you'll get the membership, maybe you won't. I have no idea. Right now, it looks like only like 1 person. 3 people. 3 people might get the membership. I don't know. Or it could be others that have gone to my channel. So right now, only 3 people might get it. So you have 4 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm not waiting. I want to swim. 1 second. Anyone else clicking the live link right now? Spam it. Spam that chat like crazy. Vote like crazy. Send me a super chat. Or not. Oh no. Oh no, I'm frozen. Why? I'm sorry guys, you got to wait a moment. Because my computer decided to freeze my website here. Here we go. Alright, let's see. And the likes too, the likes. I see 3 likes, guys. This is horrible. There's like 14 of you, and I have no likes. I got 3 likes, and 3 I think came from like lurkers or whatever. 5 watching. If the 5 that are watching need to put that like. All right, cool. I'll call you guys my superheroes when I see 100 likes on this video. All right, so here we go. Membership gifting. Oh no, I guess I can't do it. Oh wait, here we go. Right here, as you can see. Oh, what? What? Oh well, never mind. I get it in June, so I guess it resets. I don't know when it's gonna reset, but it will reset sometime in July, I guess. Oh, whatever. All right. Well, I'm sorry to give you hopes up, guys, but I want to show you guys something. So if you go to my channel, all right, you go to my channel. I have a couple playlists for you guys. Okay, have a look. All right. Maybe they're helpful, maybe they're not. Here's some English shorts. Here are some English lesson videos. If you're into Clash Royale, you can watch me play that. Grammar videos, English learning videos. That's private. That's private. Let's see. Past simple right here. Present simple right here. Past tense right here. Present tense right here. So tons of stuff, guys. All right, tons of stuff to watch. And you guys put this in a background, right? Right? And play them all. They're minutes long, guys. This one was an English Hub. This was an English Hub lecture. This was a video I did with my friend. Very funny video. This is very funny. You guys would enjoy this one. This is funny. If you guys want to laugh, this will make you guys laugh. I'll send this to you guys now. Hey Bunty, you got to talk to your parents. Send your parents to hold your hand. ask them for an English class allowance. All right. But there you go. If you guys want to laugh, British versus American English, the airport banter. Yeah, you can watch Clash Royale. I have a really cool one. I'll show you guys really quick here. Maybe I can show you. Let's see here. Oh, I have one hidden. I didn't realize that. Let's look at one of my Clash Royale ones. Actually, there is one I did that was really cool. Where is it? Right here. Look here. Here we go. 4 wins in 17 seconds. Oops. There you go. 4 wins in 17 seconds. There we go. 4 wins in 17 seconds. All right. Another short video right here. More shorts. And some of my videos are a little controversial, so you might get hurt while listening to them. But I promise you, I mean well. I have love. All right. But lots of stuff. Oh, even a funny video here. You're going to watch this one. But yeah, I got tons of stuff, guys. But nobody ever watches it. Yes, YouTube channel. Not really controversial. I just say some things that are like, what do you call it? The hateful truth or the reality check. I don't know. I try. Bunty, do you talk to your parents about having English classes? You're in Vietnam, Bunty, is that right? Are you in Vietnam, Bunty, or no? Was that somebody else? Somebody said they're in Vietnam. So it's not really controversy, Pyro. It's just, well, here we go. Let's just listen to this. Listen to this video. Listen to this video.
You're just cycling through the same problem over and over and calling it growth. You cry, journal, sage your room, took a break, cut off toxic people, but you're still dating the same height, still making the same choices. At some point, it's not healing, it's addiction to the idea of process without doing the work. And that's why your life hasn't actually changed. Stop healing from things you refuse to fix. You're not healing. You're not healing.
All right. Anyways, I got lots of fun videos. I'm going to let you guys go before I get sidetracked more. I wanted to end 12 minutes ago, but I didn't. I wanted to start an hour and 15 minutes ago. Bunty. You just saw old man own this kid. This is what you saw.
You're not healing. You say you have high standards, but you're single, bitter, and blaming everyone else for not meeting them. That's not confidence, that's entitlement dressed up in
watching my own videos, I get nothing out of it.
Standards isn't
I'm from Mars.
Being emotionally available is. And maybe The reason you're still alive.
All right, I will leave you guys with one more thing, guys. One more thing. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second here. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna fix this really quick here. It's not working. Paulo, how do I stop my brain from going blank when I'm in the middle of a sentence? Oh, wow. I'm seeing a lot of people. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. I didn't know you guys were commenting. Sorry. Pablo, it's okay. You use those fillers, those magical fillers, and that will help you. I might get it. Well, I'm so sorry, guys. I thought the gifts started. I thought they started at the beginning of the month. But you know, I'm actually in Vietnam, so technically it is still the 31st. So maybe tomorrow it will allow me to do that. So, anyways, but I wanted to do one more thing, guys, before I forget.